Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the AL West, Shohei Ohtani grabbed his second win of the year, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 2-1. The Seattle Mariners broke up their 7-game losing skid as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 10-6. The Giants combined for 4 total home runs as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 5-4. The Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 1-0. Francisco Mejia had 2 long balls and 4 driven in, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 4-1. Andrew Vaughn had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 13-1. The Detroit Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 1-0. The Milwaukee Brewers sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-2. The Miami Marlins amassed 14 hits in the game as they pummeled the Yankees 7-1. The Reds knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-2. Bryce Harper was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 4-2. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The Redbirds combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-2. Clayton Kershaw nabbed his 15th win this season, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The San Diego Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they toppled the Rockies 8-1. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-2. At the start of the day, the A's sit in second place in the American League West. They're 15 games back, while the Mariners are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-2. Heading into the day, the Yankees are in first place in the AL East, 6 games up on second place, while the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Astros went deep 4 times as they destroyed the Angels 8-0. As of right now, the Angels are in third place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. J.P. Feyereisen earned the win, his 4th this season, as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 4-3. In the standings, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East, 20 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division. They're 17.5 games out of first. Tanner Houck got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, helping the Red Sox take care of the Mets 4-1. At the start of the day, the Red Sox sit in second place in the
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin O.
Fenway Park here in Boston. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as we take in the historical comparison there, these are two... franchises that have to feel good about earning their way here into the postseason.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hernandez onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Line toward right center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning. Getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Renfroe is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line to the right side. But this lands foul for the first strike. Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Chapman over to his right. 1 down. First pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Ray is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty B, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Kike Hernandez becomes out number 2 this inning. Xander Bogaerts is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in will be Jason Castro. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Here's the 1-1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Sale will take it himself for the first out of the inning. And now here is Matt Chapman. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And here's Christian Yelich now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Runner at first with two gone. And up next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes. Bullet back up the middle. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Set to lead off the home half of the second. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ballgame.
Just an excellent job of bat head discipline right there. Able to go below the zone. That pitch is not a strike. That was actually a pretty nasty pitch, and he was able to go down and spoil it.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Martinez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Rafael Rivers is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is... So now it's Mark Canha, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Swing and a shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter number 1.
Next to hit, Josh Harrison flew out last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Weak grounder down the line at third. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Martinez coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got a 3 for 5 line. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. The changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in the back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he lays off again, ball 3. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Set for the start of the 4th, and standing in the outfielder, Ramon Laureano.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Striding in for Oakland, Jason Castro. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over. You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
0-1 the count. Pause, now the pitch. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Next up for the A's, Christian Yelich comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
And that misses 1-1. Castro is off at first with 2 away. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Martinez has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Back to the top of the order now, and that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Now here's the first offering. Kike Hernandez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Yelich on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. All set for the start of the inning, and up next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back on a pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
To short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's Starling Marte. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up the fastball nicely.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the